Today you are going to learn how to teach your children two different strategies for solving division problems. When solving division problems, we need to make sure that our children are also capable of doing multiplication, carrying, and borrowing, subtraction, addition, different foundational things like that. Today also you are going to learn two different methods to teach these kids division. The first method is going to be the traditional breakdown method. The second is going to be the explicit trade method. First off, doing the traditional breakdown method, we are going to look at this problem and we are going to take the different place values and we are going to draw a line like this so we can see the different place values that we have. So in this particular problem, 763, we know that the 3 is in the ones place, the 6 is in the tens place, and the 7 is in the hundreds place. Now first off, we are going to see how many times 5 can go into 7. We know that 5 can go into 7, or 500 can go into 700 one time. So we are going to write this 1 up here. 500 can go into 700 one time. Now we are going to go 5 times 1 is 5, and we are going to write the 5 down here. Next we are going to have to subtract because we want to see after we put 500 into the 700 how many hundreds we have left. So we are going to do 7 minus 5, which is also, it means 700 minus 500 because it is in the hundred spot, is 2. So we know that we have 200 left. Next, what we are going to do is we are going to bring down the 6 from the tens place, which also means 60, and we are going to put it right here. Now we are going to look at this. We have 26 tens, which is 260, and we are going to do 5 can go into 26 how many times? So we know 5 times 5 is 25. So we are going to put the 5 up here. And we are going to go 5 times 5 is 25. And now we are also going to subtract this, which is going to give us 1. We are going to have 1 tens left over after we subtract. Now what we are going to do is bring down the 3. We know that 5 can go into 13 2 times. And we are going to then multiply 5 times 2, which is going to give us 10. And we are going to subtract. 13 minus 10 gives us 3. Now we look and we see that 5 cannot go into 3 because 5 is a greater number. So we are going to have a remainder, which you are going to put an R for remainder, and the number 3. So our answer is this. 5 can go into 763 152 times with 3 ones left over. Or 763 divided by 5 equals 152 with a remainder of 3. Now we are going to look at a different method using the same division problem. And we are going to divide 763 by 5 again. Except for this time, we are going to use the explicit trade method. Now using this, you are going to follow the same process. We are going to divide our place values. 3 is going to be in the ones, 6 is going to be in the tens, and 7 is going to be in the hundreds. And we are going to then look at how many times 500 can go into 700. 500 can go into 700 one time. We then are going to do 5 times 1, or 500 times 1, which is going to give us 5. We then are also going to minus it. 7 minus 5 equals 2. Or 700 minus 5 equals 2, because we have to remember that we are in the hundreds place. Next, what we are going to do is we are going to then see, instead of bringing the 6 down, we are going to cross off the 2 and cross off the 6 and put 26 in the tens. And this tells us that we have 26 tens, which is equal to 260. Now we are going to see how many times 5 can go into 26. And we know that 5 times 5 is 25. So we are going to put 5 up here, and we are going to do 5 times 5 equals 25. So we are going to minus, and we are going to bring our answer down here under the 26. And now this is going to leave us with the answer of 1. 26 minus 25 is 1. Now, next, instead of bringing the 3 down, we are going to cross off the 1 and cross off the 3 and put the 13 in the 1 spot. And we are going to do 5 can go into 13 2 times. 5 times 2 is 10. We are then going to minus this, and we are going to see that it is 3. Now, being that 5 cannot go into 3, we know that we are going to have a remainder of 3. So, using this method, we also found that 763 divided by 5 is 152 with a remainder of 3. We used 2 different strategies to come up with the same answer. Now, the relationship between the traditional breakdown method and the explicit trade method is that they are using the same process, and we still need the same set of skills. We are just placing our answers in the different place values. So here we are transferring our place values and putting them in the correct one. We are just grouping our numbers together rather than leaving them spread apart in the different methods or in the different place values. So, when teaching our kids this, we need to remember that we also can do it visually. We can draw out things, we can show them the transfer from one to the other. But the best way to use this is if they're not understanding, to break them down and to try both of them.